Music Connect, and I'm your host Rajiv Busal. Today I have a lovely guest who is more than a talent, I would say, and his name is Jauma.
Correct.
And I'm very glad to have him here. Welcome to our show.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me.
Would you like to introduce yourself first, please?
My name is Jauma. Come from Spain, Europe.
Yeah, great.
I came here to Australia 6 years ago. And related with music, I just came here with the idea of I wanted to make a new band, work in a music shop.
Right, great.
And I did it. Just the second month I arrived here, I just met some people and we started to play together. Jam. We made a band.
Mm-hmm.
We went to a kind of band championship or something like that.
Right.
I really like it, and since then I didn't stop.
So how did you start it?
Basically, before coming here, I was in Spain and I played guitar a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
But I started with guitar when I was 14 years old, something like that.
Yeah, wow.
And yeah, I was just listening to Queen and that kind of things. I knew all the soloing and everything. Like at the moment, like this song. And I wanted to play guitar, and my auntie gave me an old guitar, Spanish guitar, classic.
Yeah.
And I remember that I didn't know which side to use.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, okay, this is guitar, but I don't know what to do. And my brother told me, why do you do like this guy? And I said, which guy? And he just put me a video of Jimi Hendrix in Woodstock. And
Right.
since then I was like, like, what is that? So I started to play with left hand.
Mm-hmm.
Big mistake.
Like, I think it's harder.
Left
isn't
hand.
it?
I play left hand
being a left hand
because there is no enough guitars for lefties. You have maybe I don't know 50 models from one brand,
Right.
and maybe they do only 3 or 4 for lefties.
What is your main genre is?
Oh, about what?
Music.
Yes, I mean I grew up with hard rock and metal,
Right.
but for myself I just play blues. When I am at home I play blues, and yeah, all the music that I do is very blues influenced in the solos and that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But basically I started with
Blues.
blues. Hendrix,
Right.
Queen,
Oh,
when I was very tiny,
Right.
very small. I was very young when I started with Queen, and after I moved to the classical Metallica, Iron Maiden, Sepultura is a good
Sepultura.
band,
Wow. Yes. Metallica in the GNR time. It was really good. During the late 80s and 90s, I
Yes.
guess. In between, it was really a great time. Like Paul Jam.
Yes,
And
Pantera.
a lot of Panteras, yeah, and all that mixed
that
up
bands.
together. All the live shows used to happen in the past.
Yeah, was
we
really
can't see
good.
much at the moment, but it was really good time, I guess.
Yeah, I remember that days because we were learning guitar and we were like, those days we don't have internet, we don't have nothing. We only
Yeah.
have an old radio cassette, and
True.
some batteries. And we went to the park with the classic guitars, listening. And what is that?
Yeah.
Clack, play. No, it's not that. It's not. And after we figured out, like, it sounds like this, but it sounds better like this. Like, did you tune your guitar? What is that? What is that about tuning guitar? We were discovering and learning. The guy who bought the tabs of the Guns N' Roses, I think one of the Guns N' Roses albums, he was cold. It's like, hey, can you give me the book? No, it's only for me. That kind of things. And we learned that playing on the streets, playing on the parks, and everything started with that. It was a really good moment.
Right.
Playing metal with a Spanish guitar, like was a little bit weird. Doing all your savings, we were kids, so all your savings just for buying a guitar, So finally you buy a guitar with a small amplifier, you start to terrorize all the neighborhood, playing the guitar.
Right. I think like Europe was more influenced with the more of live bands and heavy metal things. A lot of tours used to happen.
No need
No?
to. Spain is not a heavy metal scene.
It's more like classical.
There's a lot of big bands there, but Spain, we have the dictator a lot of years. So
Yeah.
So all the 70s music was difficult to listen to. I mean, my parents didn't listen to Jimi Hendrix.
Right.
I mean, when I put Jimi Hendrix, my father said, "What is that?"
What is that?
The guy
Even
playing
like
there.
most of the parents they used to do.
And I was like, "What is that?" It's like, "Father, it's Jimi Hendrix." They were listening to Spanish folk, so it's like,
Right.
and I grew up with the Spanish folk, so my brother started to listen to some radio that started to be more open, And yeah, like I told you, I was a kid and I was listening to Queen, that kind of things.
Yeah.
And I grew up and I wanted to play guitar all the time. I started with the guitar, and finally I get a girlfriend. She was a musician.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's good.
No, that wasn't good.
Why?
Because she was a musician and she was a professional musician, and I was learning in the parks.
So yeah.
Like super cold with the guitar and a big beer, you know.
Okay.
And you were playing, you were learning something, and she came. It's like, no, that's not right. And that's to be the minor, or this is the diminished. And it's like, what are you talking about to me? He says, I don't know. And it's like when you try to teach maths to your brother, that is impossible. It's better to someone else. So it was the same. So finally, I just left the guitar out and just forgot about it because I couldn't play. Every time I was trying to play, she was like, no, wrong.
So you feel like a learner in
Yes. And I started to be interested in synthesizers and that kind of things.
Okay.
So this girl, she had a seizure, a sickness that is called multiple sclerosis.
Right.
So she couldn't start to play the piano, but it's like, okay, I'm gonna find something for her. So I started with the synthesizers. So it's like, okay, maybe she cannot use both hands, but she can use one, move the mouse and make some music with her. And she started with the synthesizers. I started to buy synthesizers, samplers, sequencers, drum machines. And I have a room that looked like Star Trek, like you turn and switch and everything was with lights and everything. And I'm doing music, DJ, turntables, and a lot of things. The guitar was totally gone.
Could you tell us like how the situation that time used to be, and then now, see, you have a lot of access. If you want anything, you can browse easily at home, like YouTube stuffs, online stuffs, social media. But how do you see the new talents coming through? Like how you see the new talents are going? Are they really hitting hard to, I want to be there and then just learn the craft, or they are more depend on the like technological things rather than just creating art kind of stuff? So how you find, is this good or bad, or is it win-win situation for the new generation, or like it was better in late 80s or 90s time?
I think my opinion is that now it's more accessible to everyone.
Yeah.
Now, if you want to play guitar, you have heaps of videos and tutorials and a lot of things and books and everything for free.
That's true.
When I was learning guitar in the park, we only have a tab book from a transcription from Guns N' Roses and copies from another.
It was less accessible.
Or you go to the school, the official school.
Yeah.
The official school, the thing is that they don't get people with 14, 15 years old because they were too old.
True.
So it's like, okay, you felt like you lost the train when you were a kid. So it was more a thing of passion, you know, because I like it. There were some teachers that they teach you something, but not like now. Now there are teachers everywhere that they teach you everything. Even you want to learn music, like concepts of music, you don't need to. You can play it, they show you a couple of things.
True.
Now it's really accessible. Now they have everything, man. You have tablatures everywhere. You have, I want to sound like this guy, and one guy just show you the pedal or the effect or how can you do it. Before was like incredible. I remember we were listening with my friend when we started to play guitar. We were listening a song that is the palm muting, you know, the sound like chun chun chun. And we thought that we were kids. It's like that's a pedal. Right. Maybe it's a pedal that makes that sound. And we were like, wow. We're listening to some bands like Metallica, Ali Kid Joe, that they use a lot of palm muting. And one day my friend came. He's like, look what I discovered. And he just showed me how to do the palm muting, and he made in front of me with his guitar, chun chun chun, and it was like, and I did mine myself, and I felt like, dude, you know that a light open in the sky, and it's like you are the chosen one to know the palm muting. I was all like, da, 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 da.
Yeah.
Now you see that in a video in 2 seconds.
Exactly.
In 2 seconds. For me, for us, maybe it took 6 months to realize because there was nothing on TV. There was no course. There was nothing.
It was hard to get the access.
Super hard.
And then people didn't like it because there was not access, and then you had to really dig into there, to get the things. Whereas now it's easy. If I want that, I can get it. All you need to do is give a time and then your passion.
That's it.
It's always, I think.
That's it.
It's in any field, not only the music or not only, even in writing. You started your career from Spain. You moved to Australia.
Mm-hmm.
And then how you find in Australia with the music? Many gigs going on? Or are there many concerts going on? Or are you involving with them? Or how is the situation at the moment?
First of all, when I came to Australia, I realized that there was a lot of live music. And even when I came...
Even I was thinking the same in the beginning.
Yeah, and I said, there is a lot of live music. And they told me, no, They do the lockdown laws, and there is a lot of I mean, before was even more live music, and I was like, really?
Yeah.
Really? And my first gig was the third or fourth day when I came to Australia. I went to Frankie's Pizza.
Right.
And I discovered a lot. There was a kind of a stoner doom festival. I love it. And I discovered a lot of bands from Melbourne.
Right.
That was like just totally shocked. Like, what is this? First the place, Frankie's Pizza, you know.
Yeah.
And after the music, and it's like, we don't have these things. I mean, we have these things in Spain, but we don't have to. And I live in the capital, and we didn't. We have a lot of alternative rooms when they play things, but the music is not the same, and there's no kind of live scene. Spain was more like, you want to play in a normal place, you have to pay for it.
Right.
But
so it was more limited.
Yeah, but not pay for the sound guy, pay for the venue and the sound guy and everything. So, I mean, what's difficult is just pay for play. Or somewhere you want to play, they don't pay you nothing, they give you beers. Promoting your band is like, okay, my friends are gonna drink for free, we are promoting your bar. You know, what do you think? But here in Australia, it's also the same, but sometimes you get paid. And it's different, but there is a lot of competition here. There's a lot of bands. There is a music institute.
True,
They're doing professionals like every minute, like and professionals, like really good ones.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And it's a thing of like, or you want to be a rock star, or you just want to play because you like it.
You like it?
Yeah, I don't want to be a rock star.
You like singing or not?
Not yet. I should start. I made some things, but we are doing some covers of starting with some covers, and we really like it. We have some fun, but it's something that I never realized. I always think when I do a song, I think about the guitar. I don't think about the melody of the voice.
Right.
Sometimes it's a problem for singers. Some singers that do it really good. I've been working here in Australia with 3 singers.
Yeah.
All of them awesome.
Awesome.
Singers. Yeah, different singer, everything was different, you know, but all of them were really good. Cool. We always finish bad because, you know, singers and usually they are drama queens and they are like the frontmans, and we had the difference, but I have to say that they were really good. They were really good professionally.
Guys, he's not only the guitarist. He's not only in the band. He also customized the guitar as well. So he's really talented. So could you please tell us something about, you know, your customized guitar and things like that? Because you told me a long time ago, and then I was always need to ask you, like, how do you do these kind of things, you know, apart from your busy life, you know?
Because I'm lefty.
Oh yes, you have to do it, right?
That's it. That's the reason. The second guitar that I bought with my normal job, I spend most of the salary of the whole month to buy the guitar.
This is what happens
for lefties.
Yeah. Exactly.
Because they only have one. I remember in the shop they have a lot of guitars, but only one for lefties.
Yeah.
I was very good. It's like, I would like another guitar, and you start to seek, and it's like, yeah, there is a lot of models, but for lefties there is only 1 or 2, and it's not the ones that I like.
You don't have a choices.
Yeah, you don't have choice. So the choice that you want is 2,000 euros. So it's like, wow, what I do. And one day I was just wandering around because I was doing things. If I'm not drawing, I'm doing things, and I was looking for wood for doing a skateboard.
Right.
The plywood just to make the skateboard, the fiber and everything, and I found a place that they told me, yeah, we have it some there, and I was looking at the wood that they have there. It's like, what kind of wood is that? And the guy told me, it's everything, mahogany, we have pine, we have swamp ash, we have, and it's like, the guy told me, you want the wood for the skateboard? I said, no, I'm gonna come tomorrow. And I went to my house and I said, I'm gonna make a guitar. And I got the blue notes, you know, of a Telecaster.
Right.
Real size, and I went there, and I got the pine,
right,
and maple for the neck, and I made a guitar.
Oh, that's
cheaper. I only spent 300 euros.
Wow.
And I made a guitar that is the guitar that you saw.
So you like that guitar?
It's the best one.
Oh,
I mean, it's not because I made by myself. I mean,
it gives a sound that you want.
Yes, it's a sound that any guitar has.
Yeah, so
I don't know why. I don't know. And ask me why. I made some things like I'm gonna make a little bit thicker to make more fat. Yeah. I'm gonna make this. I don't know if that affect or not. It's a lot of things, you know, like the alignment of the strings. I don't know, something is different. The guitar is really good and it sounds really good. It's a little bit uncomfortable for playing, but I'm super happy with it. And one day I remember that I was working in the music shop, and typical rainy day, and I plugged in my guitar because I was doing something, changing the pickup or whatever. And one lefty guy came and he played with the lefties that we have there. And he saw my guitar. He told me, "Can I play that one?" I was like, "Yeah, you can use it." And he played with that, and he offered me €2,000, $2,000 for the guitar.
Right.
Like, I love this guitar, $2,000, and I was like, no, it's my guitar. And the guy told me $3,000. I cannot give you more, but I'll give you $3,000 right now for this guitar. I said, no, it's my guitar.
Because you created, like you feel the love about it.
Man, I made it with a lot of love.
Yeah, exactly.
And was the last thing that my father saw before dying.
Wow.
Because he was sick, and I wanted to finish before
he passed away.
And I went one day to the hospital, and I said, like, look, that's what I made. And I made a guitar, and I played. My father never liked me play guitar because he was
but you have a feeling to
why
it,
are you playing?
Like,
it's like, this metal, or this, like, it's like, I like it. But I went that day, and I don't know, I have a lot of feelings with the guitar, with the person that I made the guitar. That was the father of my ex, a really nice person too.
Yeah.
And it's something that when I arrived to Australia, I only had that guitar, 2 pedals, and a really, really, really old Marshall amp.
Right.
That's the only thing that I had. And I said, let's do something. And I did.
Sometimes it's very hard to give the time to the things you like to do it, So how are you finding at the moment? Like, I know it's a COVID time, it's a little bit different, but before just COVID.
When I came here to Australia, I came just to find a new life, just reset from Spain. I have a good job there in Spain. I had a band in Spain, and I was playing in a band in Spain too.
Yes.
And I was happy there, but I wasn't good in Spain, and the country wasn't good. So I came here, and the first thing was try something that I cannot do in Spain. That was make a different band.
Exactly.
Play in a music, work in a music shop. I was working in IT there, but it's like, I want to work in a music shop. I always wanted. It's like,
true.
And when you come here, when you come like I came, like at the beginning, like a student, the jobs that you have is jobs that they are changing the roster all the time. So when you do a band, it's really hard. Exactly. And I remember that all of us, except the bass player, all of us, we have that kind of changing rosters and that kind. And the only thing that we have was Sunday. I would rehearse on Sunday 9 a.m. like really early. I have to go with my guitar and everything from Mosman to Marrickville.
See.
By bus, no car, nothing. And you do it because you like it. But at 9 a.m. you are in the rehearsal place with a beer. A little bit early for a beer, but you're playing a guitar. You have to drink the beer.
Yeah.
And I remember that was commitment. All of us, it was commitment.
That's
like, because we really like it, that was all passion.
Band is all about the teamwork,
Yes.
It's not about only you want, your team, your
yes,
whole
it's
team
like
has
we
to
like to play, let's play, let's do it.
Play place where everyone wants it with their desire, and then feelings, and then let's guys, come on.
Yeah, it was commitment. And I remember the drummer that we had, he had to go to do the farming or the strawberry things.
Yeah.
And one day he came for rehearsal. He took a plane just for rehearsal, just for coming on a Sunday to rehearsal. It was crazy, but things happen.
But that's the thing, it's like a story,
Yeah.
When you look at back, and then you can visualize how you used to do the things, in the past, and where I am at the moment, and what you want, the next kind of things always haunting you inside. I think it's to everyone what you want to create, and then that's where I think always there is a kind of vacuum created if you want to learn something.
Yeah.
And that makes you keep working harder. Not only harder, I would say, it's more like continuity.
Yeah. No, you work hard, but the process is really nice. I mean, you learn a lot.
Yeah, exactly. It's like a journey, like the process.
It's like I told you, when I was here, I just have a Marshall, 2 pedals and the guitar. And it's like, and we have to play a stoner. And it's like, I don't know how, but I'm going to figure it out. And I spent 3 hours in front of the amp just trying things.
That's great.
Trying things like 3 hours like this, no, different strings, change the strings, that kind of things, until you realize and you learn. After you go to the internet and you say the article, the stoner guitarist, you can use this, it's like, okay, and now, okay, but I don't have that. I only have this, and I have to use this because I want to do it. And at the beginning it's really good. At the beginning it's super commitment. The job that you have is just work, what I do, play. But after your life changes. People just start with relationships.
Your priority changes.
I cannot go, whatever, and you try to keep everything together. But people start to be like, so you change. Your mind changes. Your priorities change.
Exactly.
Your way of writing the music changes. I mean, everything changes.
Even though your living lifestyle, everything changes.
But it's a new opportunity. I mean, the end of something is the beginning of something. So
yeah. But this is what I think. Like, if you start something, you'll go somewhere.
Yes.
You'll
Yes.
get something.
Yes, I mean,
Yes, it's not only getting; it's like experiencing. You know, something that you want to. So it's all about like, it's the first step. Once you start it, you'll go somewhere.
yes, the thing is just don't stop.
Exactly.
And keep doing it.
Keep doing. It's not about getting fame or famous or whatever.
No, in my case, no.
Yeah, even-
In my case, I just want to do. The first band is because I don't know, do something different.
Yeah.
Mix of. You
What
know,
is your band name?
the first band or my actual
the
band?
first one and then the actual one.
The first band was called Dime.
Right. It was more metal.
A little bit.
Right.
More metal, more you know,
Yeah.
more like kind of metal. We mixed with a kind of. Singer was a really big fan of Chris Cornell and
Okay.
Jeff Buckley, and was a nice guy, like, and the drummer liked the kind of alter bridge metal.
Yeah.
The bass player Red Hot Chili Peppers. So it's like, okay, let's see what we can
Rock
do together.
kind
you
of,
know?
yeah.
I come with a stoner. I discovered the stoner music before coming to Spain, and I was like, stoner music is the best ever.
See, this is what makes a difference. You know, like most of the time, if I see now, the generation has changed. I wouldn't say they changed. It's the time. I think.
Yeah.
Now it's more like techno music, right? Like
Yes.
more like electric.
Yes,
and
it's
things.
kind of it's like mixed
Yeah.
with.
It's not more like band thing, you know, live band, you know,
Yeah.
heavy metal. Maybe I'm not very well known to these things, but I can generalize. You know, the more music is more like
Yeah.
nowadays it's more like a techno and then electric rather than just the bands, you know, that used to be in the past. But I think still there are a lot of bands, you know, who are doing a lot of good stuff.
Yes, they-
around, and they are always, you know, like always they have their own values, you know.
There's a lot of amazing bands out there.
Yeah, and it's really nice, you know, when you
Live.
go for live music. I really like the live music, you know, and that
But-
experience, the, you know, all the environment and surroundings, all the chilling peoples, you know, and wow, it sounds amazing.
Honestly, I have to say that in my country there are good bands, you know, but it's not only one style. There are really good bands. We have good metal bands and that kind of things.
Yeah.
But it's not that kind of when you came here to Australia and I told you the third day I went to Frankie's Pizza. There was a Stoner Doom festival, and
Yeah.
I discovered a band there from Melbourne that is called Holy Serpent. Man, they are awesome.
Okay.
They are awesome. I was like, wow, is this? They're awesome. But after another band came that is from Melbourne too. Melbourne
Yeah.
has a lot of good bands.
Right.
Child, I mean, they're incredible. And I was there like, wow, we don't have this in my country.
Exactly.
We
Even
don't have that
in-
kind of.
same in my country. I'm from Nepal, you know. And
Like, we don't. I mean, we have it, but it's not
Limited.
the same.
Limited, yeah.
It's limited, and you don't do that kind of good things. And when you want to do good things, it's because you have to be there. You have to listen to them. You have to. But in my country, we don't receive that music.
Mm-hmm.
There is a good sample. For example, I grew up with grunge, Nirvana, Pearl Jam,
Right.
Alice in Chains, Soundgarden,
Yeah.
good bands, you know.
Yeah.
But in the same era is when the stoner music and the desert rock was there, you know, Caius, Fu Manchu, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
We didn't know it because everything was a product. So we were bombed by Nirvana and Pearl Jam, Stone Temple Pilots. They were really good.
Yeah.
But later,
Different pattern, yeah.
I discovered the stoner music is, what is this? And I press Caius, Sleep. And I was like, wow. And when I read about it, they said, yeah, it was in the same time of the grunge, but the discographies have to choose.
Yeah.
Well, we choose the grunge or the desert rock. They choose the grunge. And I was like, what a waste of time. I was 10 years of my life listening to Nirvana, and this is so much better.
Better than the Nirvana, you know, like
So
going
with that
back over,
idea,
yeah.
I moved to Australia.
Yeah.
And when I came to Australia, I saw all these bands of desert rock, stoner rock, sludge, and I was like, wow, this is incredible. And when you start to feel that and learn that, is when you start to do it that better.
Yeah.
And better.
So which one is your favorite band? Like if you have to say couple three.
from here, from
No, all around the world.
Hendrix.
Jimi Hendrix.
For me, it's Jimi
Always
Hendrix.
like most of the people they love it.
It's Hendrix and Led Zeppelin, just
Led Zeppelin,
the
yeah.
classics.
Yeah.
But the modern ones, a lot of German and from Netherlands bands.
Right.
From Germany is Color Haze,
Right.
and from Netherlands is Sungrazer and The Machine.
Oh, the Machine, yeah.
There's some bands.
I haven't listened to all of them, but I know a few. of the
Sungrazer
bands.
are really good.
Yeah.
The guitarist killed himself. He had a depression and killed himself too. But Sungrazer, they have 2 albums that are really, really good. Simple, but just there, just in the spot, like bam, perfect. And the guys from Color Haze, that they're just massive.
I see.
There is a lot of bands there, like Cadaver, Dozer.
Yeah.
They're bands from Europe, not from Spain.
Right.
You know, and when I came to Australia, all that kind of music started to be trendy.
So yeah, how you
Yeah.
find in Australia, like with the band, or the metal especially, if you want to go there,
Oh, here there is a lot of good things.
are there any like special band that you like to announce in the Australia, like which one are the best one?
I have a lot of Australian favorite bands, but I don't know. From Melbourne, I told you, Holy
Okay.
Serpent
Right.
and Child,
Yeah.
and these guys from Jack Harlon and the Crowds.
Yeah.
Fuck, they're really good. They're really good.
Nice.
And here from Sydney, these guys from Hypergiant,
Yeah.
Hibiscus Biscuit.
Right. Yeah.
They're kids, but they're really good. They're really good.
Like you see, like if some people, you know,
They're really
also
good.
they are kid, and then if you know when they come with the really master thing, you know, wow,
They really
you can't-
love it,
Yeah,
what they
you don't
do.
care about how experienced they are. It's just about listening. If you like it, you love it. Simple as that.
Yes. I remember when I saw these guys from the Hibiscus Biscuit first time live, and when they finished, I went to them and I said, guys, there is so hope. There is a little bit of hope with you because they play so good and they really enjoy what they do and they do it really good.
When was your last time you went for a concert?
Before I went for holidays, I play in the Baldface Stack.
Yeah.
That now is called, I think that is the Crowbar now.
We talk a lot
Class
of
gig.
things about the music, the bands, you know, in the past, your journey from Europe spent to the Australia, and then it's struggling beginning phase and all of that, and it's really nice, you know, you could share to the audience. And I like to ask you a few questions. What is the passion behind your music career? What is the passion that instinct, you know, what is the thing that you always want the music? Is there any other thing apart from music, or you just love music
going.
because of something, or it's just hobby, or how you take it?
Music is because I like it, and I think that is like all the people that want to express something, some feelings. So you
Yeah.
have different tools.
Yeah.
Because basically all the arts is
Medium. Kind
arts. It's the human try to express his feelings.
Yeah.
Somehow, and you have a lot of different things. You have writing, poetry, books, drawings,
Yeah.
pictures, photography.
It's all about your
Music.
experience. You want to express through the medium.
Yes, I want
so
to
you want to
express
express through the
something.
music.
Yes,
And
I
that
really-
in loud.
yes, and loud.
Make it loud, loud as much as
And
possible, and then you give a feeling. Not only loud, you know, like loud is more like noise, but when you have
No, loud.
the loud with the creativity, it
Yeah.
makes you a
No,
proud.
no need to be all the time loud. No,
Yeah.
don't do it all the time loud. I'm losing hearing from here.
Right.
Yeah. No.
So does-
I'm
does-
kidding. Kids, don't do it at home. Don't play loud.
Make
I'm-
sure
we are
you don't
kidding.
play loud. Yeah, loud doesn't mean that you're
Earplugs.
awesome.
Earplugs
Loud with
all
the
the time.
craft,
Very
loud
important.
with the creativity, loud with the music.
I lost the hearing doing the guitar and
Yeah.
from playing because doing the guitar close to the sounding thing, I was like I didn't put nothing, and after from playing I have the cymbals very close to here.
Yeah.
And now when I just it's like I'm deaf. I realized that I'm deaf.
No,
But
I
it's
think
just
you are
music.
around with the loud music and all the time. you know.
I had to choose something, and when I
Yeah.
was a kid I was doing always music or whatever, listening to music and drawing.
Oh, you like drawing too?
Yes,
That's
yes.
good.
I
That's
like
good.
drawing. So what I did is I studied IT because it gives me money. That's it.
See, he's not only a guitarist, he's not only a musician, he does IT things, you know, like...
Yeah,
really
but IT is
talented
because
man.
give me money.
So, yeah, of course you need money on the side, you know,
IT
otherwise you can...
It's something that my brother told me. He was studying IT, and he told me, "Can you help me with these things?" I said, "What is this?" And he explained me the code, and I helped him. And he told me, "You should do IT." And it's like, "Yeah, why not?" And finally, I did IT. I wanted to do another thing. I want to be a geologist,
Oh, that's good.
but I couldn't find a place.
Funny
But I
story.
love it. I love it. But I couldn't. But it's like, okay, let's do IT. And I started to do IT, and I'm really good. I have to say that I'm good at it, but I don't like it.
Yeah, I think it happens to most of the people.
Yeah, you can do a lot of things. Like you can do apps to help people or something.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
it's like, no, I prefer doing something more creative.
That's
and
good.
That's started with the music. I started with the drawing. The drawing is because I was redundant in Spain in my company. a company was bought by the British Telecom.
Yeah.
And I said, I'm redundant, I can go. They give me the indemnization, and I just went to drawing, and I spent 2 years drawing.
Wow.
Drawing, 3D modeling, animation, and that kind of things.
Wow, that
because
sounds
I always
great,
like it. I was in the meetings doing drawings, and it's like, you get the note of the yeah. And I was just doing drawings of everyone, and one guy told me, it's like, man, you should start drawing and stuff. So, and I came here, and you do the things because you like it, and sometimes it's like, I like it, I'm gonna use it somehow. When I came here to Australia, of course I wanted to find an IT job because it's the thing that I wanted. But in the meantime, I made a band because I like music.
Exactly.
We have to do the posters.
That makes you happy as well, and
it makes me happy.
Supporting financially. Exactly. Like I think if you learn a lot of craft in the beginning, it helps you to go through choices. Or if you don't like this one, you have another choices. Sometimes it sounds like, oh, you are not master of none, jack of all. But sometimes it gives you other perspective. I would say more like you have a choices. Even you don't like it, you can swap, you can change to other one, you can jump to the other thing.
Yes.
And then maybe you love it. But when you are stick with one thing, only one thing, and if you don't enjoy in the middle of the age, what are you gonna do? You have no choices.
Look, we have to.
Unless you are really master about something, I think it's good to have a multiple, talents or multiple. I would say more like if you learn multiple things, it helps you to build up yourself.
Yeah, I totally agree with you.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want the mastery on something, you have to start doing that from the beginning, and it has to be your passion.
Exactly.
I really like to play music.
See?
But like I told you, I started to play on parks. I couldn't go to the official school because my parents didn't want to.
True.
But if I really wanted, maybe if my parents put me since I was a kid playing music, maybe I won't be here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But maybe I was just a musician, like a lot of professional musicians that are around there, and they have another job.
Yeah.
But anyways, my passion. But it's like, okay, I'm not gonna be a master on this, but I'm trying to do good.
Yeah.
Good enough that someone like it, and it works. I think that
it works. You can explore. And then more opportunities will knock the door.
And you learn, and you keep learning, because
exactly.
it's like, okay, it's my passion, but I cannot be with like, I learned this and it's enough. No, you have to keep going, and you evolve, and your music change. Sometimes I listen to one of my first songs and it's like, oh.
What I did. What was that? I could have done better.
Yeah.
It's always like that. So that keeps you improving all the time. That's what I think. Otherwise, if you love it, what you have done in the past, maybe 10 years back, and if you still don't like it, which is good, there is nothing wrong liking it, but if you think that, I could have done better, there is always the thing like,
and
I
it's
could have
short
done
time.
better.
Better and faster.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So this is what the journey, tells you, and there's always opportunities for everyone. I want to do better every day.
But that's one thing of the arts that, like you said, if you want to get the mastery, you have to be in passion all the time. It's not bad.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
When you choose a life, and you have to live a life, and you have to do some things, you cannot do it.
Exactly. And that makes you happy. Music doesn't mean that you have to be always there in the concert, performing with the gigs. You can play anywhere. You can play at home, you can play in the park, you can get together with your friends and mates and express, just have a good life. You can hang around. I think it's a good part of life, the music.
Yes, but it's something that is, it's something that I don't understand. I have my work, and I get paid, okay, and I get really well paid, and it's fine. Usually the other members of my band is Totofu. They have their jobs, and my age. No, I'm the youngest.
Yeah.
I'm the youngest. But they have their jobs, they have their things, so they play because they like it.
Right.
But after you realize, okay, we spend this money in just get the place. We spend this money in strings, pedals, whatever. You spend money and you spend time of your life. When we go to a place, sometimes we get paid, but we don't get the money or we use the money just to record. We don't want to make any profit. But it's true that bands has to be paid. What they cannot do is like, you put music in my bar, you get some free beers and some dinner, and that's it. No, man, that's time. That's time. If we do like people like me, that we do it because we like it, honestly, I could go to a place and I said, I don't mind. But you have to think that there are some people that they are doing their lives, they're doing the mastery, and they have to live from that.
Yeah, exactly.
So if you don't do that, you're going to affect them. If you don't ask for money, you are going to affect them.
True.
So you cannot play for free.
No way.
No way. You cannot play for free. You at least they have to pay.
So
you
that's
something.
the challenge at any other challenge.
You have to push for that. You know.
You need encouragement. As
Yeah,
well,
we
at
have
the
to be
same time.
together in these things. And a lot of bars and clubs is like, oh yeah, live music.
They take it easy, you know, like, isn't it?
They just give you a couple of beers.
Yeah, they
and
think
that's
that
it.
you just play music, but they don't think about, you know, how much the time it consumes. I know they don't care, which is not necessary, but at the same time, imagine the price for the guitar, all the bands, you know, all the things,
Exactly.
you know, the performing, creating the stuff that, you know.
And that's for me that I have a job. But imagine one of these bands that's their job.
Yeah.
You cannot pay. Guitars and pedals are super expensive.
If you think this way, you spend money at 5 to 10,000 K,
Yeah.
and then you go for play, and then they offer you just a little bit.
We have the
But then
perfect-
you feel very bad, man.
We have the perfect products for these companies that they make guitars or whatever. They say
Yeah.
the signature of whatever, the signature of this guy. Oh, I'm gonna buy it because you have the job, you like to play. But the real professionals, they don't care about the signature model of what they want professional things, and they have to pay the things, and those things are expensive. And if their life is doing music and play music, if pubs and venues they don't pay them, they cannot live.
True.
But if we say, no need to pay, they're not going to pay them. No, we have to say, no, you have to pay me. We have to do that.
I think this happens to many countries, you know, like even Europe to the Australia to the Asia or wherever you go, the same thing.
Yes.
People have the same kind of feeling. I think that's the frustration with the musician, and especially the singers in live bands, you know, kind of things. Most of the people underestimate the skills of the bands and the music and things. They think that they don't care.
Yeah.
But whoever cares, they care, you know. So
That's
it's
it.
all about the importance, how much they give, how the new technology and the generation is affecting the music. I know we have a lot of access.
There is a lot of things. I mean, a lot of people say that, for example, the guitar has gone to the limit. I mean, you cannot do anything with the guitar.
Yeah.
A few weeks ago, or 1 week ago, Steve Vai says, I invented a new technique, this technique, and it's like, what?
They come in apps.
Yeah, so it's like, it's not dead. I mean, still you can do things. There is awesome players there. There is awesome players out there. How it's going to evolve? It's like you say, the gent became from a metal music to a kind of dubstep with guitar.
Yeah.
Something like really weird. But, I mean, I don't like it. I don't say that it's bad. It's just, I don't like it. But, you don't know. It's the music that I play with my band. We took a little bit of a stoner. We took a little bit of flamenco sometimes because I'm Spanish. We took surf music, jazz, doom metal, and we put it all together. But it's things that already exist. You change a little bit and
patterns and things like that, fusion, you know.
Yes, and if you listen to music, the history of music is just evolved. It's like I want it harder and louder.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't know. You start from the guys singing in chorus, like, you know, the Gregorian guys, like, I don't use this note, this is the devil note.
Yeah.
Okay, and after Mozart came, Mozart was the kind of Jimi Hendrix for the classical music, and he made a lot of things. But one guy before that was Bach. He invented everything in music, basically. I mean, all the Bach studies is like all the literally, just resuming all the possibilities of the music what can do, Bach did. It's like, okay, the music is invented. Mozart came, and it's like, oh no. And after you have beautiful guys like Chopin, like I remember Haydn, you know. But one guy said, I want it harder. And everything is going that. The only thing that keeps the same is the blues, the folk.
The pattern is already categorized.
Some roots. But what the music, where is going? It's gonna evolve, but there is like nothing new.
Some people get famous with just a single guitar and then
because some of
just
them
a music with the mic and camera, that's it.
Yeah, look at this guy, Jack Johnson, for example. He's just playing guitars. He made nice songs, you know, you're chilling, and it's like,
Finished,
good.
people love it.
People love it, and there's that kind of things you can see in the live music because you don't need too much. You just need a small PA and that's it. People is drinking and doing it, you are around. Most of the things that I see here is cover bands. That's a little thing that is, people like live music, but if they're playing a cover of someone, they like it more. They drink more, they do that kind of things more.
Right.
And it's a little bit sad.
Sad. Because it stops the creativity, or?
Yeah, of course. You go to a place like cover bands, band. Back to the 80s, back to the 90s, back to this, like, You like it, but it's like I want to listen something.
Yeah.
There is a good Sydney bands, I have to say, but Melbourne is really good.
So guys, Melbourne is the other best place to hang around.
Yeah.
The live music. I
Yeah,
would say.
yeah.
Apart from music, apart from your job, how you like to take care of yourself?
Take care of myself. That's a good question because never asked me that before.
See?
How do I take care of myself? I try to drink more water than beer.
Yeah.
Things like that.
Anything that you enjoy, anything that you like to do, could be relax, could be doing exercise, could be thinking about food, or could be doing yoga, could be anything, isn't it?
I like. Now we are talking about music. When I do the music for Totofu, it's just I try to do something what I would like to listen.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I go to a gig and you listen to something, it's like, oh, they're gonna change to that, and they don't do it, it's like, So you get that things, it's like, and something that I really like to listen, I try to do it in a song. And that's the only thing that I like to do to take care of myself. Just try to make better songs.
Yeah. Do you compose as well?
Yeah, I do everything.
Wow, that's good. So are you doing any compose at the moment, or what's going on?
Yes, we record again. I don't know, it was the second or the third time, because we are recording ourselves.
Okay.
We are, and the drummer is doing all the set up everything, and he wants to do the mixing. Honestly, I prefer to go to a studio.
Right.
To give someone some job, and you do a professional thing. But he like it, but it's slow. It's just a very slow process.
So what is your current band name?
Totofu.
Totofu.
Totofu. Yeah, Totofu. It's a project that I started with a guy that I met here in Australia.
So Totofu is the new band is involving with. Actually, they are working on it with the new song, and
A lot of
yeah, we gonna we are waiting to get that song.
Yes,
So
me too.
where you gonna release that song? Like how you gonna?
I don't know, man, because officially we have 14 songs.
14 in an album.
But I don't know if it's an album or
Could
not,
be anything,
because
yeah.
some of them are really long. I mean, all the songs played together is almost 2 hours.
Wow.
So we are not gonna release all of them.
Yeah,
But
at least a couple of.
We are recording, and we want to release something, because
Right.
people really ask in the gigs, have you got something? It's like, no, we just do the live music and we disappear.
Yeah.
That's it. Sometimes we put something, we have an Instagram account and a Facebook back. We are not a very active band in that case. Yeah, we will release something someday, but now it's a mixing process.
So Totofu is doing something in their mixing process.
Yes,
And very soon we're gonna
I
listen
hope.
to their new music, and I'm really excited to, bang my head.
But you can just come to a gig.
Sure, I'll come for your concert, man.
I bring your earplugs. We play loud.
Yeah?
Yes.
Sure, I
Like
love it. I
you-
love the real music, the crowd, the mass, the noise, and all
Sure.
that thing, the
Yeah.
environment, the vibes. Wow, amazing. So I'm from Nepal, and then we back home we have like a lot of bands, and these guys are doing. The few bands are really good, and they have been like surviving for a long time as well.
Yeah.
So I see them really passionate, like I always talk to them even in social media and wherever we get chance to meet, and we always talk about how you guys going and things like that. And it's really nice, like that's the whole thing. That's what I wanted to connect everyone. Not only the musician, could be the artist, could be the any other person who is really innovative, creative, and just share their stories. And it's really nice to have you here in our show, and I'm really glad this is our first show, and I hope the people will love it, and I'm very glad to have you here.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much, Jauma.
Go ahead.
And keep continue with your career, and I'm very excited to listen to your music, and let the audience, when it comes or when it releases, we'll just let you know, guys. So before we wrap up, do you have anything to say to our audience, the guys who are music lovers who wants to listen to the music, could be any type, could be from anywhere, what do you want to say to them, please?
It's internet is something that for the music made a lot of money. And in the old days, for example, a band just make an album and they get rich. The good thing of internet is the music is more accessible to everyone.
Yeah.
You can discover a lot of things. I said, I didn't listen this in my country yet because maybe I didn't have the access. Now you can listen whatever you want. Internet is double things. It's like you can promote you, but the thing is that you are not the only one. Mm-hmm. There is a lot of bands with you. It's a good thing to discover new things, and just if it's your passion, don't give up. The only thing is just don't give up. But you have to be. It's gonna be difficult. Don't give up and don't lose your hope.
Stick to the rule. Follow your dreams. Follow your passion.
Yeah.
Don't forget you are the only one.
Yeah, but have some feet on the earth. You know what I mean? Just like follow your passion, but don't be crazy. Like,
don't be crazy.
I'm gonna give up everything. I'm gonna be a musician.
No. Never take it that seriously.
No.
Yes, you should take it, but
what is getting a little bit twisted now.
Yeah,
so better I show you things, and after you wanna play.
Exactly. So make sure you are. It's good to follow. It's good to listen to your heart.
Yes.
At the same time, don't forget the other things as well.
Yes, but step by step.
Step by step. Always. If you keep working on it, the things will come.
Yeah, things will come with the time. With just you have to be constant.
Yeah.
And
persistent. Yeah,
things happen. When you are persistent, things happen.
Sometimes the hard things comes. Sometimes you break your guitar. That's the challenge. Either you want to give up or keep continue. If you continue, you'll succeed. Success is not only about being popular or earning money. Success is because
it's continuity.
You feel like you like to be happy. That makes you happy, That gives you some kind of vibe, energy. It's a kind of another life, I would say. Yeah. So guys, keep following your dreams, and as he said already, music is passion, gives you a life. Yeah.
So and don't forget your reflex.
Yeah.
Very important.
And thank you so much. It was a really nice time. Thanks for watching, guys. Till next video. Bye bye.
Bye, guys.